It's a 4-2 lead for the Giants. Wilson came out of the game and he was just a wee bit upset.
Well, he's not used to it.
Well, not only did the Yankees hit Ken Giles hard, check this out. Ken Giles hits Ken Giles hard. He just punched.
To continue, we talk about intensity just a couple of moments ago, and Kershaw showing his emotions, pretty upset. Heads off to the clubhouse.
So that closes the book on Freeland. 4+, 6 hits, 5 runs. And his reaction.
Oh, they're going to have to redo the ceiling.
Against Alfaro, he had given up a base hit and a walk, so he couldn't get Alfaro out. So that closes the book on Freeland. 4+, 6 hits, 5 runs. And his.
This dugout not smiling as Canely takes it out on the bench. The lone lefty in the White Sox bullpen is called in, and that's Dan Jennings to face Brett Gardner.
California, but it's a different part of California. You know, everyone thinks of San Francisco and LA and, you know, the busyness, but where I come from, it's all farmland and, you know, blue collar.
Wise. See, this is how you get hurt. You see it all the time. You just see things. You see things like this and you learn, right? I mean, this isn't uncommon.
Jose Bautista. Frustration mounting, obviously.
And he is coming out to say some more. He'll be blocked on his attempt to come out to say some more.
Little frustration. Chris Davis ended up having to be held off here, and it was Brandon Hyde, the skipper, who walked away, but something was said by Hyde to Davis. Mark Trumbo, of all people, is here with the ball club, part of his rehab.
For that pitch, and then he catches VR and looks at him, points, says something. And then in the dugout afterwards, Tommy Canely very upset with himself. Wow.
I don't think that phone's going to work anymore. It's like he didn't get somebody.
Yeah, a lot of frustration for Archie, just not going well for him so far this season. But don't do it with your throwing hand. Oh, don't do that.
Carlos Stanton, between innings, still frustrated, still angry. It's been a while since Ned has gone to the bullpen this early.
Yep, Jeremy just didn't have that location like he wanted.
Well, the umpire on the field said it was a swipe and a miss, right?
See Papelbon saying run the ball out, and Bryce saying you got to be kidding me. And then Papelbon went right after Harper.
That's a good one right there.
Call to the bullpen. Mike Wright on the frustration, taking it out on the Orioles bench there. Yeah, it was very disappointing start.
The inning, Skubal took it out on some cups and some stuff in the dugout, a little bit of snappage.
Yeah.
First the glove and then whatever's in front of him, the hat.
Well, here's
water bottle.
Yeah. You know what? I don't mind that. The kid cares, right? He wants to perform, but
It's not the wisest thing that Jake's ever done, using his pitching hand to hit the Gatorade container.
I guess he used the glove as a shield. I can say I never ever did that. I just never ever.
And that, you think was Gomez absolutely losing it in the dugout. And there's more. And
you know, brotherly love. You know, things occasionally happen. You know, cameras catch every little thing. So, you know, not to make a mountain out of a molehill because it was not that big a deal.
At himself for making those 2 errors, just throwing his glove down repeatedly. Nobody wants to play like that. And it didn't stop there. He
There at the mound, what he did before he came out, watch this, he turns and fires it. Thankfully he threw it against the board, so there was nobody in the seats there to get hit with it. But you don't do that when your manager's coming out.
The 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 on the delayed call by Hudson, but more damage. 4-0 New York.
The words were hard to make out, but the message very clear from Nolan Arenado. He is frustrated. This team is frustrated. We talked with Nolan before the game today, and he said this team is underachieving. They need
held back. Oh, wow.
Chris Sale does. Other than giving up 8 hits and 8 runs, this is what they do.
And he's not shooting a testimonial for the toughness of that ice chest.
Poor Cooler.
Yep.
Taking out some frustrations in the Cubs dugout.
That's no Zambrano, I'll tell you. John Rodriguez 0 for 4 today.
Disciplining the bat there a little bit.
Needs to get more hits.
And Gatorade.
And good workouts, because you got to be pretty strong to do that.
Misses outside to Granderson.
Well, you were talking about it, Keith. He can sometimes be hard on himself. But 6 strong innings by Mats.
He's a little temperamental. I like that.
He gave up a wall scraper to one of the best power hitters in baseball.
Happy, I don't know, maybe with third base coach Joe Espada, but where was Gregorius telling him to slide? Showing some emotion in the dugout. Mark Teixeira heated.
Was wrong.
Jung Ho showing some emotion in the dugout.
Oh, there goes the gum.
Is their big weapon off the bench typically, but remember Travis Shaw did not get the start in this game, so he is their most potent hitter who's waiting on that dugout bench. That is shot into right. Puig will not get to.
See in between, seeing the ball, swinging. Often you hear hitters when they get in a bit of a funk, they're just going to allow it. There's frustration for sure.
2 in the 7th inning to extend the Angels lead to 3-0, and Trevor Bauer not very happy when he returned to the Indians dugout.
Yeah, there were a couple of tough hits in that inning really against Bauer. No real good swings against him, and ended up giving up 2 earned.
Scene. Look. This game does not always go according to plan.
And it wasn't his glove's fault, but watch this. Oh. That just makes me.
I'm going to show you right now. The problem is, 1 minute later, you're limping back into the dugout. So,
and biting your helmet.
That doesn't really do much good.
Umpire jumped the gun there if indeed it's Gardner who got thrown out.
Say one word. And Gardner's
out of the zone. That tells you the action of it. Harper's not pleased at himself. Watch out. Watch out.
Boy, as many times as you see a bat. Jung Ho Kang, Catcher became the first Pirate to do that, and he's going to take it out on the Cooler. Firing that Cooler down.